Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I hope that you are enjoying my videos. My name's Amy, and I was a multi-level marketing hun who got to the top 2 or 3% and now want to undo the damage that I may have done by participating in multi-level marketing. I know I said I was going to do Manipulation Mondays, but I had a migraine yesterday. So it's Manipulation Monday on a Tuesday. Rather than do a story today, I thought I would do Autumn's video in the Gut Protocol group because this is a really good example of manipulation and how the gaslighting and the partial truths work. My biggest concern with Autumn, and I've had a couple people comment like, "Oh, what is your problem?" It is the amount of damage that she is doing through her platform on Beachbody. She is contributing to disordered eating for an insane number of people. The portion fix containers now with 4-week gut protocol, and it feels as if she is completely blind to the fact that there is a huge problem. So we're going to hear from her. So the 4-week gut protocol group, it's the 4-week gut protocol question forum. The question forum was a place for people to go and ask their questions and get them answered. The experts in this, almost all of the admin team, were members of Beachbody corporate. Why are they in there? What help can they give? And then you had Autumn, and you did have one dietitian. There may have been other dietitians in there, but the only information I could find on the admins was one, who says that she supports more of kind of an intuitive eating approach, but then talks about diet in the next breath. Ma'am, I don't think you understand what that means. So the problem is people would go in there and they would ask questions, and days would go by with no answer. Or it would say that there were 15 comments, but you couldn't see any of them because they were all by the admins. Or excuse me, they were all by other members of the group who felt bad that nobody was answering their question, and so they were jumping in and trying to help. I really think that's what a lot of the Beachbody coaches are trying to do. They're trying to help. But with that being said, how are they going to help when they don't have the level of expertise and knowledge that they need to help, especially with something like gut health? So it was kind of a dumpster fire, not even going to lie, and people started to get upset in the group. And we're going to hear what Autumn's response is to them.
What's up, you guys? Happy Thursday. I hope everybody is having a good day. Unfortunately, I am not. We started this forum. Let me be very specific about the word choice that I have. When I met with my team here at Beachbody several weeks ago, I decided I wanted to be able to help as many people with gut protocol as possible. There were questions coming in all these different places, and I wanted to be able to gather people's questions about.
My guess is that they were getting pretty overwhelmed with the number of questions and how detailed they were, because gut health is so individualized. It was probably, I have a customer who is experiencing XYZ. What do I do? I, have this sensitivity or whatever. So they probably were getting totally inundated with questions.
4-week gut protocol, and then take those questions and answer them myself, because I am the 4-week gut protocol creator. Answer them myself, either in the Facebook group.
She is the creator. She never, when it's convenient or absolutely necessary, she will mention that there were other dietitians and PhDs that helped create this program. But the vast majority of the time, she is very clear. It is her program. It is her program, nobody else's.
This Facebook group, or be able to take that question and create a video or a post and post it into the 800 plus 4-week gut protocol bod groups that exist. We were very specific when we set this group up, or this Facebook up, that this is a forum, this is not a group. And I'm very specific about that. This is a forum. It was meant as a place to gather your questions about 4-week gut protocol for me and only me.
Can we just look up the definition of forum really quickly? Because I don't think it means what she thinks it means. The definition of a forum: a place, meeting, or medium where ideas and views on a particular issue can be exchanged. It was supposed to be an exchange, not a place. That is what a forum is. A forum is somewhere that you can exchange ideas, not where you can be talked to or at. You should be able to exchange some views. Oh, hold on. I don't know why.
And since we've opened the group, it hasn't even been a week. And I gotta be honest, you guys, I am so hurt. I'm so unbelievably offended at the comments that are in this group, that people are posting.
It tells you as well that she is not professional, because she cannot handle any level of criticism without being hurt and offended and pushing it off as your fault, not hers.
This group sucks on a regular basis. Again, it's not a group. They're mad that you guys are mad that you can't post your sweaty selfies and you can't talk to each other.
I never saw anything being upset that they couldn't post sweaty selfies. That was a new thing to me. I had never seen a post in the group that talked about that. I did see quite a few that people were upset that they couldn't see any of the comments. They couldn't see any of the comments.
Even though we said from the beginning that that is not what this place is for. That's what your bod groups are for. That is what your coach is for, so that you guys can go talk to each other and interact with each other and share your sweaty selfies, share your food. But we didn't want this group weighed down by all of that extra stuff where I wouldn't be able to find your questions. And we're trying to avoid negativity because the world is a negative place. And
she views any criticism as negativity. Whenever somebody asks a question that she may view as being combative, or if they have anything to say about her programs, you are a hater and a troll. No, you're a human that has a question, and she cannot handle the criticism.
I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say it. You've got people that have ruined it for the masses because you're being whiny and complainy and rude. And I'm not going to come in here where I pour my heart and my soul into things to you guys, for you guys, to help you, to give you tools, to make.
Oh my gosh, she is so giving. She is so giving. I'm still wondering then, if she's so caring and giving and just sharing all of herself, how did she buy that $5 million beach house? Oh, maybe it was because this isn't some altruistic thing. This is a job. This is a job. You are doing this as a job. And you are actually, your job is also customer service, and you suck at it.
Sure, I'm being as available as possible. And it's so rude. It's so rude to come into a group where I'm trying to be helpful and post, "This place sucks," because I'm not letting you guys interact with each other. And the reason I'm not letting you interact with each other is because I've watched people give people wrong information over and over and over again. And then the program gets confusing.
The program is confusing as it is. And keep in mind, you are partnered with a company who prides themselves on the fact that their coaches don't know anything. They don't need to know anything. They are cheerleaders. Okay, well, you just said if you have questions. So I have questions. I went to this group and I asked the question. It didn't get answered for several days. So I followed up. And yeah, I was kind of upset because I paid a lot of money for this group. And now this is the answer that I'm getting? What? Are you kidding me right now? They have every right to be upset. And I really, the posts that I saw where people were upset, it was because they were not getting customer service. They weren't getting the help that they need and deserve.
And it gets diluted and complicated. And I've seen it happen in the Facebook group that I have for Portion Fix. Everybody talks to each other and answers each other's questions, and I watch people give wrong information constantly. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not what I want. I appreciate that people are trying to talk to each other and help each other out, but it's not helpful if you give the wrong information.
I would also like to say, I maybe saw 1 or 2 responses from Autumn. Almost all of the responses were from someone else. I don't think she spent that much time in the group. I really don't.
That's why I'm the creator, I'm the expert with the team at Beachbody, and that's why we are here to answer the questions. But unfortunately, at this point, we are getting such appalling messages, not just in the group, private DMs about, I'm just gonna be honest, people are messaging going, this is a dumpster fire of a group. This group is awful. You guys are terrible. You don't know what you're doing. I mean, can you imagine going to work and somebody saying that to you over and over and over again? We're supposed to be.
Okay, so people are saying this to her over and over and over again. At what point do you think, maybe if there's that number of people that are unhappy, is it something I'm doing? I would have this conversation with people all the time. If every time you go to a job, you have a problem with your boss, at some point you have to realize it is not your boss's issue, it's yours. When is she going to come to that realization? She has some issues with the programs that she is doing, but she will not accept any responsibility.
Team Beachbody. This is Team Beachbody. We're here as a team, you guys. We're here to help each other. But when you come in and you're mean, we just can't let it keep going. So unfortunately, we are going to shut this forum down because the last thing I want is all this negativity around how amazing people are feeling with 4-Week Gut Protocol and the amazing results that they're getting and how much they want to keep going. All this negativity is going to make people feel a different kind of way towards 4-Week Gut Protocol.
Wait, maybe people will start realizing that this is not the solution. So she just wants happy. This is called toxic positivity, my dear. If you are not willing to listen to anything negative about your program, you are participating in toxic positivity. I think it's also interesting. She's like, everyone is getting such good results. Well, then why are you getting so many messages? Why are you getting so many questions and negative comments? So don't say that everyone is having great results.
And not want to do it and not want to share it with others, which is just silly because everybody's loving it. So I'm not really sure why.
Everybody is loving it. Yet I have gotten so many mean messages. You guys are haters. Make it make sense. No, everyone is not loving it. They need help.
We're so angry all the time and why we have to come in and be so angry and be so mean. And like I said, we started the group off letting y'all know that it was a forum, a place for questions only, that we would be taking down posts.
A forum is an exchange of ideas. There's no exchange going on.
Or comments, turning off comments. So we're going to leave this video up for 24 hours so that people can understand why this group is going away. I will still be posting into the Gut Protocol bod groups. So if you have a 4-Week Gut Protocol bod group set up and you want to get information from me, tips from me, things like that, turn notifications on in your bod group to allow videos and posts from me. If you don't have a bod group, maybe you can get into your coach's 4-Week Gut Protocol bod group because I still want to be able to help you guys as much as I can. I just don't want to feel all of that negativity coming at me when I'm working so hard to help. Like, I think people forget that there's a human being on the other side of it.
And she's forgetting the hundreds or thousands of human beings on the other side of this who spend a lot of money for her program and they need help. They need help. And you are not willing to give it to them. They are people as well. So if you are getting so much negativity thrown at you, at some point, aren't you going to look at it and be like, okay, yes, I'm getting some great feedback. There have been people who have gotten great results. There have also been a lot of people who have really struggled. She's not willing to admit and acknowledge.
Human being that really, really cares and really wants to help people. And it really feels awful to come in and have people telling you how much you suck because you won't let them talk to each other in a Facebook group.
But that's not it. It's also that you are not helping them and you are not answering questions. People were going days with no answers. And I think it's because there really were only like 2 people, Autumn, and then the other person, I think her name was Krista Brown. I might be making that up. But they were the 2 people who had any credentials. So let's be real, Autumn doesn't have credentials. Krista Brown had credentials. She is a registered dietitian who contracts with Beachbody. That's it. How can one person manage that group when Autumn doesn't go in there? She's too busy holding retreats.
So I'm here for you guys, just not here for you guys in this Facebook group. We're going to shut this down. I'm going to leave this video up for 24 hours. We're turning commenting off on this video because the last thing I want is more negativity coming at me. I'm leaving it up for 24 hours so that people can understand why it's going away. And we'll try to come up with a different way to gather your questions, but clearly this was not it. So we're going to take it down. But I wish you guys all the success with 4-Week Gut Protocol. Please don't let this experience taint your experience with 4-Week Gut Protocol and 4 weeks for everybody. Please keep going. Again, post your questions in your bod groups and hopefully I will see them in my DMs and things like that and I can still answer them for you guys. But
how in the world is she going to find that number of questions? How is she going to answer those? Without having in every individual bod group, and I don't know how bod works because I was never in a bod group on an app. But I can't imagine that that is going to be easier than this was. And this was a dumpster fire. So how is that going to go with those other groups? And you are going to continue to get coaches who are stinking frustrated.
All of you that were in here using this group the way it was, I do appreciate you. And I hope that I can continue to show the appreciation and the support, just maybe in a different place and in a different way. All right, you guys, it is retreat day for me, so I actually really need to go get cleaned up and ready before the girls start arriving. And
why do we always call them girls? I'm not a girl. I am a woman. I have birthed 5 children. Do not call me a girl.
And I will talk to you all at another time in another place.
All right, so now we are going to look at some of the posts in that group because why not? Let's go to the next. All right, let's look. Okay, please reconsider the way this group is managed. Participants of the group have been accumulating a vast amount of real-life experience to share with others. That's danger. It is a shame and very frustrating that communication is completely shut down between participants. That communication can be so valuable. My suggestion is that when Autumn and/or a designated person representing the program responds, just label it as the official answer. Most of us have the intelligence to decide the suggestions we do or do not want to follow. I don't agree with a lot of her comment because you are not getting any level of actual education and knowledge in this program of how to help somebody with their individual gut health situation. But I do like where she said most of us have the intelligence to decide the suggestions. They have not treated any of these people like they have intelligence. All right, let's look at the next one. Oh, here's what she said. Autumn lost her mind. I forgot I had done the comments on this. This is not a group. This is a forum for you to post questions and me to be able to answer. We have been very clear about that. Interactions should be happening in your own personal bod groups. It's not about intelligence to decide if you want to follow someone's advice. The program is written by me and a team of experts, and that is the only advice that should be given on this program. Autumn, I have been a fan of yours. I think the forum is frustrating to many of us. I think so much of the frustration has been people are expecting answers right away from those questions, and most of them have been left unanswered. I am not part of the Bod Gut Protocol group because I don't know how to join. I asked my coach and never heard back either. I am so sad it is going to be shut down, but it is for the best. I'm debating on leaving this group for what it is. It's a shame. I agree. I would like to see answers. Ma'am? I'd like to follow up to my comment on here, especially knowing Autumn is listening. I'm sorry that I offended you. That was not my intention at all. I do not think this forum sucks, and I'm sad it's going to be shut down. My frustration was my question was looking for a yes or no if flax seeds would work in the gluten-free bread since I am vegan. A week has gone by, and I have heard nothing. I did not know you were live in here before, and I will check it out later today to see if it was answered. On another note, you mentioned about bod groups. How do I join yours? My coach no longer coaches, so I'm pretty much left on my own. It has been a struggle finding support. Again, I'm sorry that my comment had offended, and thank you for what you do. The gaslighting worked. It's my fault. It's my fault that you're upset and closing this group. It's not you, it's me. No, it's not. Let's see. Since we are Team Beachbody, I'm willing to be an accountability partner for any who needs it. When Autumn posted about her Everly Well test a few years ago, that's when I started my gut journey. This program is the absolute best. If it were not for Autumn sharing her struggles, I wouldn't have started to heal my IBS symptoms. Really. My coach no longer coaches, and even though I've tried to change coaches, Beachbody hasn't let me. I remember in one of the recent Ask the Chef videos with Bobby in the Portion Fix group, he talks about flax seeds for substitute. I don't remember if it was in reference to the bread or not. You guys, look at all of this. Now they're trying to promote their own coach. You know, oh, my coach is doing it. My coach is doing it. Let's come and do this. And here's the problem. This bottom comment. My coach isn't doing 4-week gut protocol right now, so I'm in the lurch as well. The other coaches I've reached out to won't let you in unless you move to be under them. I don't want to do that because I love my coach and she is supportive. She's just doing a different program right now. And a lot of the coaches, if they're not going to benefit from you, why in the world would they support you? I mean, it is a business after all. There was a lot of negativity and rudeness. You've helped me so much, and I'm appreciative of everyone who tried facilitating this group. It just is so frustrating. All of these things, they're asking very specific questions. And do you know what? When I was doing customer service, there were a lot of times that I'm like, do you know what? The answer's right there. But that doesn't mean that you still talk down to the person. I think basic customer service training would be amazing for Autumn because she doesn't get it. She thinks she is so far above all of that. Let's see. There may be a couple other things that we look at. It's a question on eggs. I love gut protocol and how I'm feeling. I think my question got lost. I start phase 2 of 80 day next week, which means refeed days. Do I use the supplemental yellow list, but of course use gluten-free flour, or do I stick to the yellows from gut protocol? That is, and here's Barry's question from earlier. To admin, I understand everyone has a busy life, but if this group was created to have questions answered, why haven't they been answered? I saw Autumn answer one question on here so far from a frustrated customer who was looking for some supportive answers. Have you looked at the pin section of the group? She answered some questions and did a live. I've only seen her answer anything once, though. There were 6 comments on that. We were allowed to see 2 of them. I thought the plan, okay, so, and here's the thing. It was very inconsistent. So this Shelly is asking some questions. She had responded earlier asking why they couldn't answer questions, but now she is answering questions because this person's wondering if they can stay on gut protocol and add cheese. I can't do gluten or corn, and I don't drink alcohol. And she's saying, I thought the plan included adding foods you tolerate back in. It might not be the strict program, but what works best for your body. I thought that was the purpose of the program. If you add any of the eliminated foods back in, then you have to follow Portion Fix. If you're planning to follow the maintenance path for 4-week gut protocol, remember, you are not adding back in the sidelined foods from the initial 4 weeks. So continue to avoid gluten, corn, dairy, artificial sweeteners, and follow the parameters given for treats and swaps. If this is more restrictive than you would like, move over to the portion fix plan to continue your journey. I don't want to live a life without cheese. I'm sorry. Or added sugar sometimes. I like it. I think that's enough of that. So you can see clearly this program has been a dumpster fire, and they are feeling it. I want to say that I think the whole Beachbody company is feeling it. Should we see? I mean, I don't know. I'm just wondering, what's Beachbody stock doing right now? Oh, look, it's $1.10 per share. So Beachbody released their quarterly earnings last night. The stock opened at $1.29, and now the low is $1.10. So how's that going for you? Oh my gosh. I really truly believe that we are watching the downfall of Beachbody in real time. The amount of money that people have lost in the stock market, that those that put money in, like the high I can see is $14.05, down to $1.10. That is crazy. And Carl has lost so much money. So much money. Maybe they should start listening. Maybe they should quit thinking that they know everything, and they should start actually listening to people. We do know what we're talking about. And when Beachbody initially started, it was a great thing. And I do think they had a great mission. And they slowly lost their minds. All right. Whew, getting like hot under the collar. I swear, it is so frustrating because I still know quite a few people who are in Beachbody who are being just made to feel like it's their fault, and it's not. It is not your fault if this is not working for you. It is the company's fault, because this program never should have been put out. All right, well, I'm going to go take a break because I'm a little upset right now. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Make sure, comment below with what you think and you would like to see. Make sure like, subscribe, all of the things. Share it. People need to know what Beachbody is doing and the destruction that they are currently spreading, because it is not okay. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video.